easy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I would definitely call my mom after I did this.
We're doing an episode of The Tens that revolves around people having a worse workday than you.
Ha! Ha!
You can try.
Good luck. Just kidding, we love our jobs.
I feel like coffee's gonna be spilled on some sort of laptop. I feel like that has to be in here.
We curated 10 images and videos from around the web that reflect some pretty bad workdays, and at the end we have a couple really recent ones that went viral.
It's interesting, we've never done tens with the staff before.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Stephen and I have a really good working relationship. Since we started, we've always done everything that has been like my firsts here with Stephen.
I like to show her the ropes.
So after each image or video, I want you both to come up with a score from 1 to 10. 1 being it's a pretty easy work day, or 10 being the worst day ever. And both of you need to come up with the number together. So you have to decide on one number for each image.
Okay. That's gonna be the tough part.
Yeah.
Here's your first image.
Potentially worst day for the homeowner.
I would get a mustache and leave the country, basically.
If I was the bus driver, I would cry.
I'd probably like bury myself under the rubble and just like perish.
I really hope no kids were on that
Yeah.
bus when it happened.
Or on that couch.
That's not a bad work day, that's just a f***ing disaster.
So this is a bad day for someone who's working from home.
What would you give this on a scale of 1 to 10 of worst day ever?
I'm gonna say this is like pretty bad, like up there in the 8s, 9s.
Okay,
What do you think?
could I bring you down to 7?
You can bring me down to
Okay.
7.
Could we do over 10? I'm going with 10.
Yeah, full 10.
So maybe down to a 7 with
7.
the expectation that it'll get worse.
Yeah, 7.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. We're totally hating on this bus driver, so.
6, maybe?
Yeah, let's start it out like
Let's-
at a 6.
yeah,
So
we'll go
you
with
might
the
give us
6.
some better stuff, yeah.
I don't know what else you're gonna show me. If this is the first one you're showing me, I'm sure there's like worse. So I think we should do like 7.
I'm gonna say 8.
So 7.
So 7.
All right, here's another example.
Oh, Jesus. What?
Is that a tow truck?
I don't even know.
Is it one of those like tow trucks that like carries like 40 cars on its back, or is that
To
a boat?
me, it looks like a ferry with like people who like put their car on.
Wait,
What is even happening here?
he's like calling his mom.
Oh, is this like one of those ferries that takes the cars across and then he fails?
Wait.
I love his reaction. What if he was like taking lunch and he just came back and all of a sudden he's like, whoa, these cars are in the water. It's like, you will not believe what just happened.
What would you rate this one?
I don't know. This would also be high, I would think.
9.5?
Yeah, 9.5 is a good one.
Maybe 5?
Okay.
Bring you to 5?
5 is good.
I think we need to go higher than the bus driver for this
Yeah,
one.
at least a 7.
Yeah, let's do a 7.
If he was in the water with the car, I would probably give this like a 10.
6.
6.
6.
This is a 6.
I'm saying a 5, but this is in the context of like all these photos, not my life.
Oh, yeah, like if this was my life, it would be a 10.
Right.
What?
How does that happen?
What?
That doesn't even look like a real leg.
Like, what if it's just like pants and there's not a person in there? You know? What if this is just a fun prank?
I could see like this guy is fixing a pipe underneath the house.
Yeah, they're definitely doing something they shouldn't be. That's all I can say.
Did you fall in because you were drinking on the job? In which case, that could have been a semi-good day. I would love a job where I could drink.
It's 2. It's still a tough day.
2. Okay.
This can't be good. It has to be a 7.
A 7 is good.
I don't know what's down there, so I'd give it like a 3.
Maybe like a 4 in case it's like sewage.
That's fair.
Yeah.
The sewage factor will bump us to a
Yeah.
4.
He's in there for a reason.
He might like actually get praised for this.
Right.
And he'll have like a good story under his belt. And it's just like some mud on the face, so.
Yeah, maybe like a 4.
Like a 4, yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. I think
Okay,
I would.
we should save the 10 and
I
give
would
it
do
like
it
a
for fun.
9.
No, this is low for me. This is like a 4. So let's average to.
So added and divided by 2, give me the average because I can't do math. 6.5, 7. 6?
7.
7.
7. We'll say
7
7.
again.
That sucks. They're eggs.
Oh, I thought they were ping pong balls.
This is why we don't let the intern drive the forklift.
Literally.
Yeah.
He probably wants to die.
Well, that's food waste.
That just sucks.
This reminds me of like I was a waitress like in college, and this feels like something that would have happened. I mean, we didn't have that many eggs.
What? The hell?
I like the way he's sitting. Get a flamethrower and scrambled eggs.
That's disgusting. I worry about you, Steven.
Me too.
What score would you give this one?
We'll go back to the 2.
2, yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
just 7. It's not as bad as the 8 we gave.
I feel like a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, I would say a 6.
Yeah.
Eggs are not fun, and
Eggs are so gross.
This is low for me.
It
Very
is low for me too. I think we can agree that
3 or
this is
4?
like 4.
4.
4, because he's gonna have to clean it up.
I would give it like a 6.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Oh, did the toner explode? Walk away
I
and
literally quit my job.
just be like, this room is condemned now. I'm sorry.
Oh, is that ink?
This doesn't look like that bad. It looks like art.
This is sort of like a Brave Little Toaster horror parody.
That ink just gets everywhere. It's like glitter. Like you're covered.
Could you imagine if like someone was trying to like copy their butt and they were just like too heavy? It just like went.
What's the score on this one?
I'd say 3.
Okay,
It's
3.
not that bad.
3.
9?
Yeah, I was gonna say 9 too. 9.
No one got killed, but
To me, this is a 5. Like maybe a 3.
I'm fine with this. Is a 3.
3.
I would go 8.
okay. It's interesting in retrospect though, that we rate this higher than a school bus crashing into a house.
See, I feel like I'd give this one maybe like a 5 because I
You're
feel like it's.
kidding,
I feel like it's because I feel like it's not necessarily like one person's
Right,
fault.
okay, that's true.
Aw, that's just funny.
Oh yeah, that would stay up for months.
Yeah.
What did this guy do to piss everyone off?
Right. Classic office humor is
Like-
what we have here.
Kyle's old coworkers, he showed us a photo, actually did this to his desk.
I'm sure they had fun doing it,
Yeah,
or else
it
they
was worth
wouldn't
the
have done
reaction. Yeah, I think we should do that to Kyle's desk this time.
it. Okay.
I could see Kyle doing something like this to one of us one day.
how cute.
I'd thank the person who did. I'd have like a good day.
Like a 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
0.
Yeah, like a 1.
Low 2.
Yeah, give it a 2.
I would give this like a
2.
2.
I would definitely give this like a 1 if that's the lowest.
Let's check out the next one. It's a video
Oh.
from 1999.
I was 4.
So excited.
Look at he's typing.
Is he typing?
Oh no! Don't do it, dude.
Okay,
Don't do it.
just froze.
Don't do
We've
it.
all been
Don't.
there.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Back?
He was just like, here.
I feel like this was like a buildup of just like a really shitty day.
Someone had to have run over his dog or something to be that pissed off.
What would you rate this one?
5 maybe?
Yeah, a 5.
Yeah.
Because like I feel bad for the guy.
I would say 10 for the guy that threw the laptop.
The guy on the left also gets a full-on 10.
7,
6.
6.
This is a 1 because I think it's fake.
Yeah. But like, if someone threw a computer at me, that would be like a 3.
To me, it's pretty high. What do you think?
Yeah, I think like a 6 or a 7 for him.
That's like medium.
I don't know.
I think it's an 8, but if you want, so we can settle on a 7.
I'll
in
settle on a
between.
7.
Okay.
Okay, now a couple of us that work at FB as filmmakers can relate to this next one.
Wait, why?
No, we cannot.
He's got scars on his back now, but those are battle scars. He could be proud.
True. Whoever got this photo was
Yeah.
having a great day.
They're like, oh, it's not me.
Insurance is gonna cover that.
I feel like when you've done anything on set, because I did a few times in college, you just kind of expect horrible, weird things to happen to you.
That bird could like pick him up, bring him up into the air, throw him down, and then come back and eat him.
So what would you rate this one?
I would throw it somewhere between like 6 and 8.
I would rate it a 6.
Yeah, so 6.
Put this in like the 6 range too. I mean, well, maybe even a 4.
I was thinking like a 3.
Okay, we can go 3.
Yeah.
A 1.
Yeah, this is a dope day later. Like when you could just
Yeah.
show your friends the picture.
Yeah,
like,
like-
that's sick.
He probably had a couple scratches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that probably didn't kill him.
Right.
I hope.
literally. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
So really a 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 3.
I think I'm gonna
eagle.
give this like an 8. That is so scary. Just imagine an eagle just like flying in and trying to take you away. Like that doesn't even happen. Who even caught this? Who was the person with the camera who caught this?
I think 8. I'm
8 for
comfortable with 8.
sure.
Okay, Bloodworth said people just peed in bottles.
Because they lived in fear of being disciplined over idle time.
And losing their jobs just because they needed the loo.
This is like a weirdly common like problem in the first world.
You can die from not peeing, yeah.
Oh no, is this the Amazon stuff?
I think it's terrible, but at the same time, who hasn't peed in a bottle?
I have bad days, but my bad days are nothing compared to any of these.
My bad days are like petty.
That is some f***ed up shit,
Yeah.
dude. This is before like workers' labor rights. This is recent.
That's terrible that someone who owns a huge company has created such a terrible workplace environment when they themselves are grossing in so much money that they can't take the time to invest back in their company to make sure that the workers are getting like the facilities that are like comfortable and necessary.
Go like an 8 or 9.
Yeah, I'd go a 9.
That's like a 9 or a 10
Real,
for
you're
me.
gonna okay. Let's a 9.
Okay, let's go 9.
5.
Let's go with that.
Oh God.
I'm gonna say 9 or 10. What do you think?
No, 10.
10. Okay.
10. Peeing in bottles because you're worried about losing your job? What are we, savages? 10.
Yeah, I'm saying 8 based on what we've done other things. Also because
Yeah.
it's every day.
True.
Like it's not like I had one horrible day, like people didn't let me go to the bathroom. It's like, no, the only way I could feed my family was to like make myself like physically ill every day
Yeah.
for a year.
Here's your final one. This is a video.
Viral video. Chinese company.
He made their employees crawl on public roads. Why?
January 2019?
Jeez.
The company took the step to punish employees who failed to achieve their targets?
No way. That's a real thing.
Look how bad the air quality is there.
The police criticized the act and the punishment was stopped immediately.
Well, thank God for that.
I'm trying not to swear, but like screw that person.
Imagine like getting all dressed up in the morning and be like, my outfit's so cute, and then they make you crawl on the street.
See, I'm glad we held off on the 10 because
Yeah.
I'm really feeling it for
I'm
this one.
feeling the 10 for this one too.
I'd give it a 10.
Yeah, I feel like the lasting psychological impacts
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah. I think it's a 10.
A 10.
Yeah, a 10.
This is like you earned that.
Yeah.
Which is messed up.
That sucks,
Yeah, we'll say 9.
for sure.
Is there anything above 10?
Because I don't think 10 suffice. Like, this has to be like a 20. This is
Yeah.
really disturbing. I really can't believe this is real.
I'd
I
rather
honestly
pee in a
can't.
bottle.
I very rarely have nothing to say.
My complaints feel so petty compared to all of this.
Yeah. The worst thing that happened to me today was that I was double booked for something.
Coworkers are great. My employees are great. I get food when I want food. I get
Yeah.
water when I want water, and no one ever tells me I can't use the bathroom. So
Yeah.
like, party.
Thanks for watching this episode of Staff Reacts.
Don't forget to subscribe. We have new shows every day.
If you like this episode, hit that like button.
Hi guys, Caprice here, your React producer. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Staff Reacts. Make sure to go check out our Instagram. We have all kinds of behind the scene footage and some information about auditions. Just, or just come say hi.